Hello there, Stampin' friends. It's Jackie Ballhays from Compin' Stampers. It's that time of the month again. We are going to make 3 new card templates. I know you guys love them, and you've been making them along with me for almost 2 years. Actually, this will mark 2 years. I did them for 2 years, or 1 year with Dave, and then I switched and I've been doing them with 2 of my team members. So now we've got 2 years worth of templates. Look at how full my box is. Hopefully, if you've been following along, your box is full also. But more importantly, I hope you use them because I use mine all the time. Now, since this marks the end of this 12 months of this series, we got something fun coming up. I'll tell you about it as we get going. But first, let's start working on this month's templates. Let's go ahead, flip the camera down. Let's get putting those templates together. So we're going to dive right in with template 37. Now, as you know, if you've been following along, I always start with a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. And I just do it as, I call it a postcard instead of a card that opens and closes, just because saves paper that way. And also this box would be twice as thick if I had backs on all of those. So that is our card front. Now for this one, we are going to start then with a square that is 4 by 4, and we are going to cut it diagonally here. So let's just stick it in our paper trimmer. Now, when you're making this one, if this is designer series paper, because remember, all of these layers could be designer series paper, colored cardstock, two-tone, embossed cardstock, whatever, you might need to be a little bit mindful of if it's directional, okay, and that you're cutting. And also, like in this case, I could go this way with these layers, or I could go this way. See how my line's going that way, or my line's going this way. Now, if this was directional, I may not be able to do that, okay? So just be a little bit mindful if something's directional. So to follow the template on my little handout I have here, or PDF, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put one piece up here in the right corner. And I always have to think, what side do I put the adhesive on? So then this one is going to come down here. And that's your basic card template. Now we can put a focal layer on here. Or if you really want to, you could let your designer series paper do the work here and put a diagonal greeting in there. But for our template, we are going to use a focal layer that is 2 1/4 by 3 3/8, and that's going to go right in the middle there. And that's it for our template. Now remember, with all the templates, look at them from different angles. And this is why I like making an actual template versus just seeing like a drawing on a piece of paper, because you get the visual, but also look I can turn it this direction. Okay, here, stripes going that way. I can turn it this way. We can do, this one's kind of symmetrical, so it doesn't have a whole lot of different looks to it when you turn it. But when you can physically turn them, sometimes you can eyeball better, like, ooh, I got a great stamp that would work for that. Or I'm more like, I want to make a card with this stamp. What template will work the best? And I start flipping through here. So that's our template 37. Now let me share the cards I made with you. Here's the first one. This month, we are featuring Label Me Grateful. I have used this so much. I love this. The stamp set itself is just greetings, but the dies are where the magic happens. Well, the greetings are awesome too. But the dies have this shape, and all 3 of our templates, even though we are using a 2 1/4 by 3 3/8 on the template, we have cut that focal layer with this die. And that just goes to show you also that on your templates, a focal layer doesn't have to be the same shape or the same size. You can make it bigger, smaller, use a shape. It's just a visual that should be the focal layer. So here we go. I use the two-tone cardstock, one of my favorite obsessions lately. And then see all these great pieces? We've got the leaves, leaf sprig, fern, whatever we want to call that, our oak leaves, our acorns. Those are all die cuts that are part of the die set that goes with this Label Me Grateful. So love it so much. So there's the first card. And then the second card you can see here, I turned. And this time I brought in the designer series paper called Need for Tweed. So much fun. I love when they make designer series paper that is essentially a photograph of real fabrics. So you can see there's only 4 different, well, actually 8 because it's 2-sided prints with this. So you get 3 of each one instead of there being 6 and getting 2 of each one. So you get all these fun tweed patterns, and then the back side are some other ones. So we've used that a lot this month in our template or in our samples. So you can see here, there's just a piece of that. Again, it was 4x4, cut it and put it on. Now remember, if you place an order with me this month, you will get the PDF tutorial that will have all the template measurements, the diagrams and the measurements, all the printouts that go on the back. Okay, I didn't cut it and do this. I actually highlighted it to remember to give you that. But I cut those all out and I put them on the back of my templates. So now as I flip through there, I can easily see all the sizes. If you don't get that and get those measurements, all you need to do, flip it over, use a pen and write them down. You've got the measurements, you made your template, write them on there, and that's what makes them super easy to use. And then that tutorial will also have, these are 2 of the 6, it'll have 6 different step-by-step card tutorials using this month's templates and then using this featured bundle. So there is the first template. Let's set that one aside and let's go ahead and make the next one. So we'll bring in our pieces here. Now again, this one, here's our card base, 4 1/4, 5 1/2. And then we're gonna have a layer here that is going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. 3 1/4, 4 1/2. And we're gonna just stick that in the middle here. Now, remember, this could be designer series paper, embossed, two-tone, whatever you want it to be. Okay, so that's gonna go there. And then we have this little piece that is only 2 inches by 1 1/4. And we're gonna make a banner cut in here. Now, there's so many different ways to do this. What I like to do is I will grab my trimmer here. And since this was, what do we say, 1 1/4, that means the middle would be at 5/8. So I stick it in my trimmer and then I use my scoring blade and I'm gonna just come in a little bit, okay? And that gives me, and I know you probably can't see that, but there's a little score line here. Now that gives me an aiming point. So I come from the corner up to that middle, and then I flip it and I come from this corner up to the middle and where that first snip was. And that's an easy way to make a perfect banner every time. So we're gonna go ahead. Now on the sample I have to share with you, I did put this and the focal layer. Actually, I think all the focal layers are up on dimensionals, but I don't like to use the dimensionals on the templates again because of the thickness, okay? So we're gonna just stick that there. I brought it like almost to the edge. And then here's our focal layer, same size as the last one. We got 2 1/4 by 3 3/8. And that is going to go right in the center there, like so. So there's our template. So this is number 38 in our series, right? Yeah, 38. So there's that. Now let me bring in one of the cards. This one's very similar to the one that is on the PDF, but I changed and put a piece of that need for tweed on for my background. The one in the tutorial, I think, has early espresso back there. But look at how simple this card is. And I love it with these like nice, big, bold greetings. So super simple, great template. I know I'm gonna use this one often for all different projects. So there's that. Don't forget to write your measurements. I'm gonna cut out my little thing and put it on there. So let's set this aside and get ready for our next one. Okay, we have lots of pieces here. I think I'll give you the measurements first. So we have 4 of them that are 2 1/2 by 1 1/8. 2 1/2, 1 1/8. Then we have 4 that are 2 5/8 by 1 1/4. 2 5/8, 1 1/4. These are going to go together. And then our focal layer, again, it's the same, 2 1/4 by 3 3/8. So we're gonna start out by gluing all these together. Now, I did mention at the beginning that this is the last video in this series. Okay, Card Making Made Simple. I've been doing these templates with Julie and Heidi, 2 of my team members. It's been so much fun, and I know you guys love them as much as we do. So, drum roll, because you've all asked for it. Yes, we are putting all of them together into a book and hope to have that for you next month. Even though we've done 39 templates so far, we want to up our game a little bit. So we are all doing bonus. I think we're going to have either 9 or 10 bonus tutorials in the book, or bonus templates with card ideas. So they're ones you haven't seen yet. So those will be part of the book. We'll have all the details coming next month on that. I'm so excited. You guys all loved the first template book I did. So now this will be a second one. So you have so many ideas. And then the question always comes up, what's next? Because every time I finish a series and put them together in a book, I like to change things up a little bit. So any guesses? I have absolutely loved working with Julie and Heidi to bring you Card Making Made Simple. And we're not stopping yet. We are going to switch gears a little bit beginning next month. And we are going to put together a Creativity Made Simple tutorial. We're keeping the same name, but each month it is going to, oops, that might be a little bit too high. Oh no, I'll fit in there. Each month we're going to share an easy technique, an easy fun fold, and an easy template. We're bringing it all to you every single month. And I am like so super excited. It's going to be so awesome. We're going to put it together into an amazing tutorial that will have some short videos that will go with it, showing you exactly how to do the technique, how to do the fun fold. And we're putting it together as a gift for those of you that purchase each month. If you place a $50 order with me each month, this is in October. We're still on this one for September. This one, same thing, $50 order. But you will get that tutorial, and it's going to be jam-packed, amazing inspiration and teaching, because we'll have short little videos that will go with that fun fold and technique to teach you how. I can't wait. I'm excited. I hope you're excited as well. Okay, I'm like babbling and putting this together. I already gave you all the sizes. So here is our template. Now, I love this card. Look at that. Black and basic beige. So classy. And there's that Need for Tweed Designer Series paper again. And it's such a simple card. So template 39. Okay, so let's bring these all in. There's that one. Oops. And then this one. And this one. I should have used the tweed here, but the two-tone cardstock works so good with it. And then here's this other card. And the tutorial will have all 4 of these plus 2 more. Now, again, that tutorial, you'll get that automatically emailed to you if you place a $50 order with me this month. Otherwise, it is available in my tutorial store if you would like to just purchase it. Once again, I am so grateful and so thankful that you have followed me on this journey of 2 years worth of card templates. I'm excited about being able to put them all together in a book for you. It'll be a great card resource for those of you that like the printed versions like that. But then hang on, because October is going to be a blast with the new tutorial that we're bringing. And along with that, I'm going to focus more every single month on sharing an easy technique with you, an easy fun fold with you, and a template with you. All month long, you're going to get Card Making Made Simple from me, which is what I love to do. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like my video and pass it on to your crafty friends. And go ahead, and there will be a link. I forgot to tell you this in the video description. I say it in every video, and sometimes I wait till the end, but there will be a link in the video description that'll take you to the blog post that will have all the information as far as how to get this month's tutorial for the templates. So thanks for watching, my friends. I appreciate it, and I'll be stamping again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.